Oh, we're going to do a quick, what we want to tell you, but they can't tell you. Read. So this is just a collective, what I want to tell you, but I can't tell you. About my habits. About the answers that I've been seeking. About what I was accumulating, and it's a scarcity mindset. I'm trying to let go of these control issues about money and trying to secure properties, owned assets. You know, the foundations, firm ones. That's when they lack strength. Take this all as it resonates. They didn't have that self-love. They didn't have self-care. They're connected to their emotions. I'm just going to see what comes out the bag. Quick read. So this is a message. And we'll see if any names. Everyone said you're coming back. It's so depressing. So everyone said that they're coming back. So depressing because they haven't grown and they're coming back with stress and they're blocking you and they could be an energy vampire. John, Yahweh, he's been gracious. No, for writing and teaching divine grace. So they know that you're like the Most High. You're known for teaching divine grace. They can see they need that inner peace from you because they wasn't being practical. They wasn't analysing. Now they're looking at different dynamics connected to the heart, their emotions. They're in their mind. They're critically thinking now. I've been there. I've done that. I ain't playing that cloudy thoughts game because they're critically thinking in their mind. And that causes stress. So you know, you've been there, you've done that. That causes that cloudy thoughts game. You've gained that wisdom because you're seeing it was depressing. And you're not doing it again because your ancestors are so straight. Tricksters. They going to test you. Lo. Ask, is this for my highest good? So those people from your past, they're going to come back to trick you, to see if you're unable to listen to your gut feelings. That's seeing if who was wise, and if you're going to be judgmental to certain people's actions, to the way how they was reacting. You're going to have to connect to your intuitions about these groups who was expanding and who's coming back around you because of the way that you're speaking. So you have to gain that understanding. And it's not always those that are good for you that will be coming back for you. So you have to see, because that could be like they're needing support, assistance. They could be having to travel to you within their mind, within their thoughts, within their feeling. You just keep identifying. That's when you trust your gut feeling. Listen, because it's that inner peace within inside of you. Look at it from different dynamics, because that's when people are moving, and how quicker they're moving. Use your intuitions, connect to your emotions. Keep identifying all the O's: financial, emotional, mental, physical, personal, aspirational, critical, analytical, dependable, sensual, reliable. So you have to look at all those O's, because you have to see if it's enabling you to get that spiritual, or is it numerological, or is it astrological, because it could be psychological, emotional factors, or you're in that survival, or is it an actual energy that you're coming with. So you have to see, is it reliable for you to grow, dependable, travel. So you keep identifying all those O's, because when you identify, you get to know better, to be able to be better, because it's like celestial cycles. Day and night, I wanna enter through the moonlight. So you have to identify, because it's that lunar phase, seasons, reflections of life. It's cycles, it's nature, winter, summer, autumn, spring. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, the school bell a ring. Knife and fork fi fight the dumpling. Me have a boyaka in a shabba ranking. Shabba ranks, academics and up the country. Yeah, because you are the dan, you are the dan. Go and keep moving forward. High clarity. And that's when you're looking at these 4 elements: earth, and you're looking stable. You got harmony. You're looking at that passion. You're being creative. That power inside you. Put in a good positive energy force to be able to heal, cleanse, release, healing. Those thoughts. Looking at your emotions, getting clarity, using that intellect and using your intuitions in a positive way, because that's you're unable to be able to move, because you are that 5th element of emotions. So you're seeing, everyone said that you're coming back, but you know it was depressing. You connected, you got higher clarity, transformed, because you don't deal with stress. You're always stressing that stress, evolving, protecting yourself. Certain people that are stubborn and trying to be creative against you, because they're institutionalized within their mind. You gained wisdom. They was blocked, stopped. You just took that leadership skills. You looked at your intuitions. You looked at your traditions, ancestral lineage. Because patience with you. They never really knew you. They didn't take time to even get to know you. Now you stand alone. All of a sudden they see you. Because your ancestors were straight tricksters. So you was able to just divert, transform. You was like a butterfly, cocooning and transforming on their ass and coming sprung out your beauty on them. Because now they want to be able to come with emotional support. So they need that emotional support now, because they didn't have clarity. They was too busy Chatty, 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 them can't live in peace. Every little can't be police. Now, because they're too chatty, because of the people that was around them, socialising, partying, causing stress and conflict within their mind, chatting. I want a baby with you, Divine Feminine. Keep identifying all the O's, if it's financial, physical, mental, emotional, aspirational, traditional, hierarchical. What's that? Because you have to look if it's connecting to the ancestral lineage. That's why they want to call them ancestrals, large class for the renewal and that contracts and the relationships. Decluttering for new. So they could be decluttering, you could be, because they are not celebrating your wins. Certain people weren't celebrating your wins when you're moving forward and you're going, because they can see they've got social awareness of you. They didn't want to transform, and now you transformed, and they was blocking and stopping because they was holding on, because they was idealistic because of your hard work that you was putting in. They were just watching you, bad mind, trying to block you because you had strength. Mariah, that was that force. And it's spiritual, hardness, deceit, fraud, wicked, full of guilt, cast down because there was fallen angels that was bad-minding you, causing stress and conflict, chatting about you because it was institutionalized within their mind, and they lacked sense, lacked compassion, lacked understanding to be able to understand. That was like consequences because they were sin, committing adultery and lying, trying, dying within inside of their body. Granddad healed, nurturing energy, confidence, and you had that blunder from the spiritual, your ancestors, because they was just straight tricksters. Thank you, Granddad. She sleeps with her friend's man. So these people were sleeping with their friend's man, your man. They lay seeking that understanding because that was that gateway to awareness, because that was that cosmos. They didn't see that rhythm, the algorithm. They wasn't connecting to the mystics, to the mystics and the domestics and the confusing because they're optimistic. And now they're having all these domestics because they weren't being realistic. They was pessimistic, blocking and stopping. They weren't optimistic in their views. Take this all as it resonates, because that feels that cosmic rhythm, and it's looking to be able to resonate that harmonious now, because you have that flow within inside of you, and they didn't realize, they didn't see that boundless horizon. They blocked, and now they're gaining that introspection because they was physically, mentally, emotionally blocked because their emotions, they was blocking themselves because they were sleeping with people's mind through space and time. They was always continuously going around that same cycle. Now they're having that kundalini arising within them because it's deep healing, awakening, healing. All them O's now, because it's a gateway to awakening, healing. And you have to look at your soul because of that old, and it's that renewal, and that's a healing and emotional release, and it's looking at resilience within inside of you, because you're going to hear the chat. So let's hear what the gossip is on the road, because they was blocking. And that's hidden agenda. People have these secrets and intentions and manipulations for confusions. And now they're seeing your glow up. And now they're looking at their emotional support. And they're looking at confidence and that personal transformation. And that money moves. And it was all for money. And now they're needing this deep healing because you had this closure. And you had that exposure because you ordered your composure. And now they're having that high awakening. Let's just see what we can grab out here before the time dawns. It says government. Go in with armed military style police. They would disarm persification. Smaller man, I was persified. Quarrel, the anger, agitation, and that's that excitement, divine masculine. Had to be able to purify anger and that looking now, because they see that cosmic rhythm. They had these hidden agendas when they was around certain people. They didn't have to control themselves because they're persistent, passionate, stubborn, controlling, going through and getting stopped by police. Now you're going to gain higher awareness. Use of threat of military forces, and that was that need to comfort, security, peace during times of emotional distress, spiritual immutability, and that's relied on artificial comforts, adultery, refused to grow. So they refused to grow. They had agendas when they was using that aggressive energy, stubborn, controlling, not listening, the spiritually blocked, mentally, emotionally, consequences to their sin. 9, they're getting high awakening about the actions of talk, and they was being fast. What's crazy is proud of us sometimes just know enough. So it just wasn't enough. You need anything before we leave. Because they can see, do you need to glow up? Do you need anything before we leave? Now they can see that boundless of horizons. You could be leaving because she sleeps with that friend. So they can see all that time the tricksters are taken. and that's taken down. He fought me to keep my eye on what comes, that money. So they've seen their genders. Where is the bottom? So we can get there or get her. You always look to the right and the wrong. So now they can see you always look and see the right and wrong. Not so liberated. Or you all just wanted to jump in that consciousness because they can see now the conclusions. They're having the consciousness because they're hidden agendas about the glow up. They wouldn't jump to conclusions because they're not so liberated. Now they're looking at you and can see the actions that you took. You was balanced. I'm a man. I want my woman to wear some pearls. They can see they want their woman to wear some pearls, hidden agendas. They can see, oh my days, why people lie. Not a traditional bride, but highly favoured. You can see you're not a traditional bride, but you're highly favoured. Who do I have to do? Rob, unalive, tell them. So now they're thinking, oh my gosh, who am I going to have to rob to unalive to make these money moves? Because they're feeling bankrupt, 111. So that's justice now, divine justice. Actions, negative energy, ego, pride, a hotel key. Why you got a hotel key? So they can see why you got a hotel key, these hidden agendas. When you got disrespectful, I just got in an animal mood, a groaning mood. So they was just got, when you got disrespectful, they started moving differently. Because I know I'm crazy, but I think she looks like you. You could be feeling that you look like that person. Come from family that is very proud. My son makes 6 generations thought about that after. So they see they come from a generation that was very proud. 6 generations, they thought about that after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They thought about that after. We decided to move in. My dad's thought it might be able to work. That bride and that brick. So they're looking at the bricks. The dad, they bribed for things. They have these inner agendas. They thought they could move in. Take this all as it resonates. We're just going to listen to, take the rest. Talk to her while you sipping coffee. Talk like you've been thinking about the deal. So they could be saying, talk to them in the genders while they're sipping coffee. Talk to them because they're seeing, thinking about that deal, that glow up, bank account money. You tried, ain't you? You tired, ain't you, of everything? Me, the boy, the way we live, so you couldn't help us out. So they could be saying you're tired of me, the boy, so you couldn't help us out with this money, so we can move. Take this all as it resonates because they're gaining that strength, because they're needing that self-awareness, because they're seeing that hidden agendas. When they was blocked, they didn't connect the test. They didn't see that test because that was that celestial part of the divine. They didn't connect to their emotions. They weren't spiritually, mentally, emotionally woke. They didn't listen to the gut feelings because they was blocked. They didn't listen to spirit. Now they're reflecting, analysing, because they didn't let go and listen to love. They had control issues because of that test. They're seeing that soulmate and they're connecting to their emotions now because they're getting higher clarity, higher awareness in regards to who you are. Can we see it? Because they're seeing that's getting to the bottom of this, getting to know each other. So they're getting to know each other, they're getting to know you, getting to know your thoughts, because it's not judgmental. So they're saying it's not judgmental, you're not judgmental, because it's part of our heritage. They can see it's part of our heritage. The spirit, oh look, there's 2 more. That engagement, and it's unrequited love. They was around unrequited love. Give your relationship a chance. They're going to let you know what's getting to know each other. It's unrequited love. I got complete trust. God wants me to be here. Your dad healed hearts inside these walls. So it was unrequited love. They could sing, your dad healed hearts in this engagement. I wish you was here. So they could be wishing you was here because they're having this unrequited love. And they could be telling, give the romance a try. Follow God's north for his calling. So they had unrequited love when they had this engagement. They're giving that relationship a chance. They maybe want to come towards you. I don't quite understand where this conversation is going. So you might not understand where this conversation is going. So you may have to look, because work on the partnership. Just feel like I'm letting my dad down. So they could feel like they're letting their dad down. Take this all as it resonates. I was in love once before your father. So that woman could be telling you, I once was in love before your father. Don't worry about what people say. So don't worry about what people say. You may need to be able to give your romance a try. They maybe want to be able to not care because they're feeling that growth within inside of them. They're connecting to their emotions and their heart because that's that truth. That's they see you as that abundance and it's generous. That's effusive. That's rich. It's content. They was blocked because their romance. And they was not a proper romantic. It's that chemistry igniting. They could be letting you know people who was having an engagement with because now they're seeing they're submerged and that's that distant. They was distracted from you. Now they're connecting, devoted, and it's that respect. It's there and they're connected to those memories from the past. Just a little memory from the past. Now, T could be significant PT. They could be now realizing that pretty thing. Because they're saying you're my soulmate. Right, these keep dropping out, so these must need to come out. So they want to make come knocking. Nick. Another say, oh, it's you. They could say knock it tonight. Take it all as it resonates. Oh. NFC, Nottingham Forest Club. That's what just come to my head. So they could say, fuck you. Take it all as it resonates. This was on the floor. It says, it's not initially serious. I just don't know what to do. Keep inspiring them to be better. Do better for you. By you. Faithful to you. Loving you. So they maybe want to be able to come and be faithful to you now. Take this all as it resonates. Oh, why? Because they can see that work, hard work. NC, FC. You could be seeing about the crew. These people in that crew. Nick. It was wicked. Ephra. Another K. Vicky. Nika. We've got T. E. So we've got Rue. We've got True. We've got Took. They could have took something. They could have been ticking something. They could have been nicking something. Wick. They could have been wicked towards you. Because you was going victorious. Victory. Vicky. Kite. Night. They could have want to knock. And rock. TikTok. Because certain people was trying to tie your masculine, take it all as it resonates. Now they see you're for real. These friends are fuckery, basically. Family. There was fake.